Welcome to Sheri-Fun Vibe, the place for travel tips, news, and special events. As we spoke about in our early presentation, we are in wave season. We've just come to the end. We are on the last day of October of the world's largest cruise sale, and I do hope that many of you were able to take advantage of these dynamic offers. Now, in the cruise industry, wave sale is, or wave season, is the most anticipated period of the year when all the cruise lines roll out special offers, and pretty much 90% of all cruises that are bought for this during this particular period. So you are right on track to begin setting yourself up for iconic sailings. We're talking today, however, about celestial crystal. This is our Cuba sailing departing Montego Bay, and this will sail every single Friday. It just came back from dry dock, did some wonderful refreshments, and so as you board the celestial crystal, you will be enthralled by all the wonders that are available on your floating hotel. Our clients just got back from the first departure, which was in October on the 20th, and they had such an awe-inspiring time. They sent us these photos. I hope you'll enjoy them as much as we have. And just so that you have an idea of what awaits you, you will be taken on a journey back into medieval times right here in the Caribbean. Now, as you depart the wonderful shores of Montego Bay, you will enter Santiago de Cuba, which is the second largest city in Cuba. And I tell you, my memory of Santiago de Cuba just takes me into a place that is reminiscent of my lazy days walking through El Cascavejo in Barcelona, Spain. You will see old historical architectural wonders, and you will really wonder to yourself, am I still in the Caribbean, or have I been transported to Europe? Now, do not miss El Castillo de San Pedro de la Roca. This is one of the ancient wonders that you will absolutely be mesmerized by as you journey through your tour in Santiago de Cuba. And please enjoy the mojito. Mojito is a drink made with mint leaves, and it is synonymous to Cuba, and you are certain to enjoy this beverage as a part of your tour. That is included in your package, as a matter of fact, as you travel through Santiago de Cuba. When you get downtown, get ready for the classic cars. They are beautifully remodeled, they look pristine, and they're from the 1950s. So not to be missed, Santiago de Cuba. And as you journey through the night and approach Havana, you will see all the majesty, all the radiance of this old forted city. There's some iconic spots in Havana that you need to pay attention to. The Hotel Nacional. As a matter of fact, it's one of the hardest hotels to get a booking in. So if you ever choose to do a land package in Cuba, let us sort out your hotel accommodation at the Hotel Nacional way in advance. And of course, we have all heard and we know about the legendary Ernest Hemingway. La Floridita Bar is a wonderful spot, an iconic spot just to stop and take in the sights and to see a statue of the great Ernest Hemingway. And you know, I remember one of my most memorable opportunities that I got in Havana was taken in that Tropicana cabaret dinner show. It was spectacular. The lights, the movements, the sounds, the outfits. Ah, love it, love it, love it. And it is delivered with the same amount of pizzazz, the same amount of wow factor. Your vessel doesn't overnight in Havana, and so you do have the opportunity to take in the Tropicana show in Havana City. And next morning, you still have time to discover more of what Havana has to offer. Old Havana and La Plaza Vieja are must-see, must-do events while in Havana. So mark that on your list and have a wonderful time in this historical city. Now, the lesser known area in Cuba is Cienfuegos, and a lot of our medical practitioners who studied in Cuba can tell you amazing stories of their time in Cienfuegos and Trinidad, which is widely known as the Pearl of the South. It is an architectural and educational center within within Cuba, and you will get a whole new viewpoint on the south of the country and the diversity that comes with Cuba. Just a little note as it relates to money. Do take your US dollars. Whatever you need to convert will be converted at one of the little kiosks right there in the city, in every city center. And these funds are convertible Cuban pesos. Just spend what you need, reconvert the rest. And that's it. So money is no problem. Buy, shop, splurge, take incredible memorabilia back home from Cuba. Just so that you're aware, however, the pharmacies at the side of the street are not as readily available in Cuba. So please take all your prescribed medications as well as the must-haves for your trip, such as Advil, Gravel, and any other personal care item that you might deem irreplaceable and absolutely necessary. But in terms of anything else, my only other recommendation for those of you who must have your spicy food, it's a good idea to take a bottle of hot sauce because the cuisine might be a little bit bland for our palate. As far as I can think of, that's as much as you need. Take your best, funnest self, grab your group, pull things together, and get ready for a trip like none other back into old history. Havana, a taste of Spain, is waiting for you right here in the Caribbean. Cuba, the untouched, unspoiled gem right in the Caribbean, is where Sheri-Fantastic Resorts will take you from this point to the end of March 2018, sailing from Montego Bay. Call now, book. Deposits are still at the minimal price, and so we will be able to get you set and get you sailing in no time. That's it for now. Looking forward to lots more activity, lots more excitement from us right here at the team, Sheri-Fun Vibe. Ciao for now.